Hi, my name is Audrey Swenson, and I am coordinator of the SART Peers program with the Sexual Assault Victim Advocate Center, or better known to the Fort Collins community, the Sava Center. Sava offers a wealth of resources to the Fort Collins community, including a 24-hour, confidential, bilingual rape crisis hotline, individual and group therapy sessions, individual advocacy, and prevention education for youth ranging in ages from 6 to 18 years old.
So basically, I was raped when I was 22 years old, and I was living 3,000 plus miles away from home. And my co-workers wanted me to go to the police and go to the hospital and get an examination and press charges. And I knew how victims of rape were treated. I knew about victim blaming, and I did not want to go there. I was terrified. So I ignored it. I stayed silent. I didn't say anything. I hid that inside me for 20 odd years. I didn't think about it. I forgot it even happened. They call it repressed memories, and I repressed it for 24 years.
All of Sava's services are confidential, so anybody can access the services that we offer without worrying that that information is going to be reported to law enforcement or any other agency. And that's specifically important when we are working with folks who may be here without proper documentation. So we can provide all of our services to people regardless of their immigration status and regardless of their socioeconomic status, gender identity, or any other characteristic.
So my first contact was a phone call to see if they could help me. They were amazing. I mean, they said, absolutely. Doesn't matter when it happened. It could be 50 years ago. We can totally help you, and you're welcome here. So that was my first experience talking to them at Sava, and it was really reassuring to find out that there was a place that could help.
Before I came to Sava, I had a lot of really self-destructive habits. I was having a lot of flashbacks. I was very, very depressed. I was suicidal at times. Didn't know what to do with the experience that I had had and the impact that it was having on my life in terms of flashbacks and impact on my sexuality, my relationships. I was a mess. Felt like I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to talk about it. I was very shut down. And as a part of the process of healing, I think what happens is just verbalizing your feelings, talking about the experience, makes it more manageable.
If Sava wasn't around, a lot of people wouldn't have the support that they need to be able to overcome the crisis and the trauma that happens as a result of sexual assault. So what we know is that after a sexual assault, the likelihood of substance abuse, eating disorders, mental health concerns, thoughts of suicide, all of those factors increase dramatically after a sexual assault. And without any help, the likelihood that those are going to continue are significantly increased. So when we are able to come in and provide that early crisis intervention, we can mitigate those byproducts of sexual assault, which ultimately reduces the cost to the community altogether. So, for less than the cost of an ambulance ride after a suicide attempt, we can provide an entire year worth of service. And that would include crisis intervention, medical and legal advocacy, and a full year of therapy for less than just one ambulance ride.
In addition to our therapy sessions, Sava has an extensive prevention education department that works in partnership with Poudre School District to provide students in high school and middle school with extensive education around sexual assault prevention, healthy relationships, boundaries.
And they started out with these survivor readings, the same way that we do our presentations. And it's an actual story of someone who went through sexual abuse read to you by one of your peers. And that just hit me like a sack of bricks, because it immediately just let me know this is something that's real and affects people, and it's not just kids in the hallway screaming, "He raped me." It's something that is affecting people daily and messing up other people's lives.
I think the most important thing is to break the silence. Don't feel, know that there are resources available to you at some point it is important to talk about what you experienced And the longer you bottle feelings up inside and you pretend like it didn't happen, the more damage and destruction you're going to do to yourself.
So I think I would like to say a thank you, not only to Sava for being here, but for the community that we live in that supports programs that Sava has, to the companies and the individuals who financially support it, and to the volunteers who give their time and energy into promoting awareness around sexual abuse and help to those people who have suffered from it. So thank you.